Abdul'Azim Farouk, who is also a gold medal winner at the same fair. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Okay, now first up we've got Professor Farida. Your invention is very nanoscopic. What is it all about?
Okay, there's two components of this invention actually. First, we actually produce carbon nanotubes cheaply. Okay, what we did, we fabricate the...
what are carbon nanotubes?
Okay, what's carbon nanotubes? Okay, so carbon nanotubes are not new. Okay, so it's actually carbon. Okay, the whole structure is cylindrical. So I want to show what it's all about.
Okay, let me put it up so
okay.
I can
So that's how it looks like. Okay, that's carbon nanotubes.
All right. Okay. So what does it do?
Okay. The thing is, it's the characteristic. It's very good because the way it is, the structure. Okay, it's cylindrical. So you have space. Because it's cylinder. Yeah, you can see that it's a cylinder. So it has a space. So the space is very important. That's absorb a lot of energy. Okay, on impact. Okay, and how the carbon is arranged in the carbon nanotubes, that's very important because it can absorb a lot of impact, so it can actually absorb a lot of energy, which is very important.
So this is a microscopic
yes,
thing, really, really small.
Oh, so this is really, really small.
Okay, because it's nanotubes, so you know what's nanometer?
Oh yes, micro, nano.
Actually, 1/10 millions. 10 millions.
Wow.
Okay, meter. 10 millions meter.
Okay, cannot laugh.
So with this carbon nanotube, what does it do? I mean, what is the function of it? Where would it be useful for?
There's a lot of application for carbon nanotubes. So what we did here, that's why it came to this new invention. We applied it in Malaysian natural rubber.
Natural rubber.
Yeah, we added to Malaysian natural rubber.
Right.
You know that Malaysian natural rubber, in order for you to make tire, we have to put carbon black in it as a fillers. That's why it's black.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of carbon fillers, carbon fillers means carbon that you actually make from usually wood. But this one is like you instead of using carbon fillers, you substitute with carbon nanotubes.
Will the tire still be black though?
Yeah, it's still black. It's still black, but the thing is, the properties is now very enhanced. Very stronger. Yeah. So
you're a rich woman.
Pardon me?
You're a rich woman now.
So the tire you're gonna be.
Inshallah.
Just tackle the tire industry and you're set for life.
Help me with my target. Let's move on to another potential gold mine. It's an enzyme-based invention. Tell us a little bit more about your invention.
Yes, my invention, it comes back to last 20 years. I have more than 20 inventions and 7 patents filed for that issue. Yes.
7 patents filed.
Yes, 5 Malaysian medicine at least. And then what we do here, we are working in the field where it's really necessary for Plan 2020 of Malaysia, especially utilization of plant biomass. You have 2 important plantations here, and one of the important plantation, palm oil, and palm oil trunk in Malaysia is very big trunk, which are composed of more than 500,000 tons, and you don't know where you bring this. This is 500 kilograms, you don't know where to use. Usually absorb water, and we have this company and this fiber organic technologies, they make it in small fiber, but this small fiber is not enough to be used as biofertilizer. We're able, using this group of enzymes here, to improve that and bring that into very innovative biofertilizers, and by all meaning. And this biofertilizer, we able to produce that enzymes for that biofertilizers by very cheap manner using another plant biomass rice bran. This is the first product to use that. The second product we try use these enzymes to produce very important product here, and this important product, it can be very function anti-cancer, and the 1 kilogram of this product is close chemical sensitized to $1 billion US.
Wow.
Very, very expensive. You cannot sell it in 1 gram, 1 milligram. And this is one of the important target for the 2020.
Wow.
The most important issue also we produce from that enzyme, and we have one project, biotech project finance from mostly to produce animal feed. We try to convert the rice bran in Malaysia into animal feed instead of using all corn, imported corn from other places, and soya. We try to make rice bran into functional animal feed for the country. And this is very important in utilization of the plant biomass in the country. This group of enzymes, they are very diverse group of enzymes, more than 10 functional enzymes. And these enzymes, they go to hydrolyze all the organic material and convert it into fine fibers and make it available, and even to make hormones available for plants in case of biofertilizer. This biofertilizer, they have very nice capabilities. They can make the non-fertilizer into fertile for several years through binding of the bacteria which are cultivated, 99 bacteria in the soil, unknown. We use that using DNA. We know that it's uncultivated bacteria, and we're able to make this biofertilizer particle to make this bacteria bind into rhizosphere near to the roots or in the plantation, and it can be applied for a lot of plantation and very stable.
Wow.
And by that we avoid use chemical fertilizer which are very unfriendly, and we utilize the biomass. This project has in the future in business plan for Malaysia by 2020 more than 11 million you can produce for Malaysia. The other project in our feed is multi-million project. The other one is multi-billion for the anti-cancer and for health.
We are talking to a couple of millionaires here, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Right, and this is very earth-friendly.
Very earth-friendly, biofertilizers, and we've also got nanotechnology here taken to a different level altogether.
Dr. Farida, how long did it take you to come up with this carbon nanotube?
Actually, I'm working in a group. You know, we have a team working on this carbon nanotubes, and
but what stemmed the idea of inventing this nanotube?
Okay, we have experts who produce carbon nanotubes, but the application is very important. So we want to apply carbon nanotubes in several areas. Okay, one of them we thought that we should apply it to rubber, and maybe another application would be in environment. The fact that carbon nanotubes are very small, it's in nanometers, it's very small. So anything small, the surface area is very large. So for this, because of its bond, the carbon bond, okay, is double bond, so it can actually absorb many heavy metals. So that can also be applied to environmental, environmental like waste management, so this is trying to find out, the uses for carbon nanotubes, because the fact that it is actually a very small and very important molecules.
Currently, they're quite widely used in the electrical industry.
Yes,
carbon nanotubes. But your application is shifting into the rubber industry, per se. Do you think that this will have a lot of future benefits for Malaysians?
Yeah, inshallah. The fact that we want to target the tires, okay, especially the high-end users such as probably cars for the F1, because there's
where
a lot of
last really long.
Last longer, and maybe aircraft tires, because there's a lot of energy used while taking off and landing. Okay, there's a lot of friction, so a lot of wear and tear. So probably if you can use this in tires for the aircraft, I think it would.
Could you estimate with this carbon nanotube put inside the tires, how much longer will it last? By how many percent?
Well, I'm not very sure. That one need to be tested. But I just want to tell you that even with just 5% of carbon nanotubes in the rubber, we can increase it at 20 times. In terms of its characteristic, the enhancement. We already looked at the energy absorption. It increased 22 times. So that's a lot.
That's great.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's great. And more on the enzymes, Professor. You said they have cancer cure probabilities, and you said that could be.
Not the enzymes. See, you have in rice, you have rice husk. This we don't need. This they burn it. We don't need. There's no other people use.
That's right.
And then you have the second layer, which are very fruitful layer, which are rice bran. And this rice bran layer in Malaysia is underutilized, and even